Getting results.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is the last week the state will require students to wear masks indoors.
That's right. The LA County Department of Public Health has already said it will align its policy with the state. So now districts will be able to make their own decisions. LAUSD has not yet indicated that it will change its masking policy, but many other districts have said they won't require a mask. And joining us now to talk about this issue is Dr. Ilan Shapiro, the Medical Affairs Officer with Ultimate Health Services. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
Well, do you agree with the change, or do you think it's too early to get rid of mask mandates in schools? As we mentioned, LA Unified is sticking with its mandate. So what do you think is the right path?
The right path is that we need to talk to each other. The reality is that, thanks God, the cases are going down. We needed to go to this part, and this is not a miracle. We had the same thing in the 2020-21 season, and right now that we're in the 21-22, we're seeing that part. The question is, how can we bridge this? Because we had very intense months in December with a lot of high cases, death rates, problems with the hospitals. And right now we want to make sure that our kids are safe, our teachers are safe, and our community is safe. Then we need to figure out what's the best way to do this. And right now, and the example that I give you is that when you're driving and you have a lot of cars, the possibility of having an accident are very, very high. But if you're driving by yourself, they go down. Then those accidents were actually the COVID-19 viruses around us. And because they are going down, the possibility of us getting sick is diminishing, but that doesn't mean that the virus went on vacation.
That's good to know. Well, what about the mental health aspect of this? Because I know a lot of children who are very strict when it comes to their masks. And, you know, take, for example, some may not be comfortable taking their masks off, but they might still give in to the peer pressure.
I share the same thing, also a pediatrician and also a father. I have seen that with our kids. You know, we went from like, please use this as a barrier to save your life, to right now we need to start taking it out. Then the first thing is making sure that they feel comfortable and they understand that right now it's safer. And the other thing is making sure that they understand, you know, if they want to keep it, that's still okay. And the other thing is having a very established conversation with teachers and school members and friends that, you know, that way we can monitor, because there will be a reimbursed bullying against people actually that are having a mask. Then it's a visual fact that, you know, you see the mask, you're different than everybody else. And we need to figure out a way that we can actually ease down this, because we have been doing this for months and our kids actually need it at that point. But right now, you know, running outside, going to the park, there's other activities that are completely safe without the mask and can actually help with the transition with our kids to school and to an off completely mask opportunity.
But doctor, of course, this is riskier with the younger children under 5 who are not eligible to get vaccinated yet. So what's the status of that effort to get the vaccine approved for younger children?
Right now, Pfizer tried to do it at the beginning of the year. Right now, hopefully by April, we have more information. The thing that happened there was that the vaccine was safe. That's very important to know. But the amount of antibodies that were actually protecting our kids for that age group was lower than expected. Then they're trying to figure out if they need a third dose or change the dosing of that vaccine. It's kind of like a 10th of what we're doing with adult dosing. Then more to come on that one, and hopefully by April we'll have that. But the good news is if your family is vaccinated and they were taking care of each other, that way you're cocooning and actually creating a barrier between the virus and our kids. Then making sure that the families and community around the kids are vaccinated, that actually helps.
Dr. Shapiro, I want to take a quick look ahead. Do you think we'll continue to need booster shots for COVID?
It's a beautiful question. A couple of things that we need to be figuring out is if we start having new variants that are not covered by the vaccine, then the answer is yes. If we start seeing that, you know, our antibodies inside of our body go to a lower level that it's not defending us, then the answer would be yes. If we start seeing more problems on complications in vaccinated community, we're starting to see more people ending up with prolonged COVID and actually hospitalization and also intensive care unit, then yes, we will need one. And this things probably will start looking at that by August, and probably will have a clear view by September.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shapiro, for joining us today and all your wealth of information on this issue. A lot of parents, you know, are concerned about. Thanks again.
You're welcome.